Are they serious?
Yeah.
Like,
unfortunately, they are serious.
You know, you can't even make this stuff up. It's so stupid nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
There's, first of all, anybody who listens, I'm not going to get political, but anybody who listens to that stupidity should be embarrassed.
On CNN, Charles Barkley went in on this.
Have you ever wondered why or how she blew up like this? Well, around 4 years ago, the Pentagon's Psychological Operations Unit floated turning Taylor Swift into an asset during a NATO meeting. So is Swift a front for a covert political agenda? Primetime obviously has no evidence. If we did, we'd share it.
It's a coordinated marketing campaign by Democrats to leverage celebrities to excite their base into coming out and voting.
Why alienate your fans, the Swifties? You know, they come across from every political ideology. Why put yourself in one area? Don't get involved. Don't get involved in politics. We don't want to see you there.
Let's not forget that Taylor Swift has made a career off of writing songs about picking the wrong man, so I don't think we should take advice from her now.
That being the utter brainlessness from conservatives.
There's no conspiracy who gonna win games.
The Super Bowl, yeah.
And listen, I love Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of his, and I love Taylor Swift. But the notion that they got this vast conspiracy and whoever they want her to, endorse somebody for president, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna vote for any candidate just because some celebrity said it. But the notion that they got this 4 years ago, he said 4 years ago, the Pentagon came up with this conspiracy. You get so sick.
It is maddening to me.
It's maddening.
It's not maddening that it's happening. It's maddening that people believe it.
I tweeted about it, and this article was written, and it had millions of people opining on it. New Jersey Trump supporter floats strange Chiefs Super Bowl conspiracy theory, and Taylor Swift Biden shocker. And of course, they're talking about your very own Mike Crispy. So I will tell you this. I think at this point, you're crazy with as many people are talking about it, from Vivek Ramaswamy to Paige Van Sant to Jesse Waters to everybody to Tucker Carlson. I think at this point, you're the crazy one if you don't believe the two are connected. Go get another booster shot then, if you believe that.
And this is part of the problem. Former candidates who would be holding public office spew it, and right-wing media picks up on it. To give an idea of how far this has gone, Ingrid Jacks of USA Today wrote, Donald Trump, the increasingly likely Republican presidential nominee, has signaled he's jealous of the superstar singer and her big following, and has posited that he's more popular than Swift, according to Rolling Stone. He also claimed he has more committed fans. Media Matters tracked even more attacks, writing, for months, right-wing media have targeted Taylor Swift and her relationship with Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce with unhinged attacks. Right-wing figures have made misogynistic comments over Swift's appearance at football games and attacked Travis Kelce for his appearance in an advertisement for the COVID-19 vaccine, which of course would be making New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers very proud. More from the outlet. On X, formerly known as Twitter, failed 2024 GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy implied that the upcoming Super Bowl will be rigged for Kelce's Chiefs, setting up Taylor Swift to publicly endorse Joe Biden. He speculated that the Super Bowl would have a major presidential endorsement coming from an artificially culturally propped up couple this fall. Turning Point USA influencer Benny Johnson speculated that the fame of both Swift and Kelce has been concocted and that the Super Bowl will be rigged for the Chiefs. He went on to say that after this planned win, Swift and Kelce will reach like crazy levels of absolute fame, and then they take all that fame that's been given to them by the rotted corporate press media entertainment industry that explicitly backs Dems, and then they use that in order to try and save Joe Biden. That is just insane. Let's go over a few things here. Benny Johnson worked for Breitbart, The Blaze, now Turning Point USA, had a stint, which tells you everything, had a stint with BuzzFeed News where he was fired for plagiarism, kind of bad as a writer. Prior to all that though, he went to the University of Iowa. This is a man who said in the last week to 10 days that Travis Kelce at tight end is a glorified lineman. Now, if anyone knows a lick about football, you would know that tight ends are not glorified linemen. As a matter of fact, I could make the argument that the very school this schmuck went to will prove they are not glorified linemen. If anybody follows football, you know the names I'm about to list. Dallas Clark, CJ Fedorovich, George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson, Sam Laporta, Noah Fant. I mean, I'm sure I'm missing some. These are not only some of them being top tight ends in the league, but also longevity in the league. So in short, Benny, tell me you know about football without telling me you know about football. Lastly, anti-Muslim bigot and Trump ally Laura Loomer posted the Democrats' Taylor Swift election interference psyop is happening in the open. She would also say it's not a coincidence that current and former Biden admin officials are propping up Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. They're going to use Taylor Swift as the poster child for their pro-abortion GOTV campaign. Charles Barkley would also say, by the way, I'm going to look right in the camera. If you're screaming at Taylor Swift saying she ruined football, you're just a loser. You're just a loser or a Jack blank. You can be A or B. Longtime sportscaster Bob Costas, one of the goats of media, would add, all of a sudden, because they don't like something about Taylor Swift, either they don't like the Chiefs or they've inferred Taylor Swift might be a Trumper, then they're annoyed by Taylor Swift. I can guarantee you all this news on Fox News would not be happening if she was wearing a MAGA hat. They would love it. Which, by the way, I stated last week, Bob, if you watch the show, I appreciate you. But I do agree with myself and Bob, that, Mr. Costas, excuse me, that if Taylor Swift were to be having MAGA leanings or be like the most pro-Marsha Blackburn artist ever, can you imagine what Fox News would be doing? Imagine what Newsmax would be doing. See how they bend over backwards for the Ted Nugents of the world and then multiply that by 1,000 if it were Taylor Swift.